With, with new criminological developments, particularly in the field of penology, it has been generally accepted that punishment must be in proportion to the gravity of the offense. It has been further suggested that the formation of criminal rather than exclusion from society is more purposeful for rehabilitation. With this aim in view, the modern penologists have focused their attention on individualization of offender through treatment methods. Today, all barbarous methods of punishment such as mutilation, branding, hanging, burning, stoning, flogging, amputation, starving the criminal to death or subjecting him to pillory or poetic punishment are completely abandoned.
The credits for introduction this penological change goes to eminent criminologists like Beccaria, Garofalo, Ferry, Tardy, Fentham, and others who formulated sound principles of punishment and made all-out efforts to ensure rehabilitation of offenders, so as to make them useful members of society. Once again, the modern penological thinks favors relaxation of punishment by taking into consideration the behavior approach in their proper perspective in making use of them to suit the give situation and requirements of the offender in accordance with the principle of individualization.
So, this leads us to the question why we are trying to rehabilitate offenders. Why not to keep everyone who shows sign of law-breaking behavior in prison? Well, to answer those questions, throughout the history of rehabilitation, many argue that the existence in penal system is essential, since it has promising potential at reducing reoffending. Also, many go on to claim that through rehabilitation, we could heal the damaged relationships and ensure safety in the community. According to Rothman's argument, there is a duty to provide a rehabilitation to mitigate the damages done by the punishments imposed on the offender. He goes on to support the idea that we as a society have an obligation to offer each offender an opportunity and necessary resources to reintegrate into society as useful human being. There is the promise surrounding rehabilitation that it's going to have noticeable positive impact on society. If we were to take a strengthened based and restorative approach that focus on the positive attribution person can make, indeed being able to turn offenders into law-abiding members of the society who will actively contribute to the general good.
It could be said that it is generally accepted that social and personal circumstances are active agents that lead to people to violations of the law. Rehabilitative ideology makes it clear that to stop reoffending, society need to show its support to reform programs that will bring about more equitable distribution of resources through a broad structural transformation of the social order. In order for offender to achieve relational reintegration in the society, that very society punish them, should provide them with the chance to prove themselves as productive law-abiding members of society. We should also keep in mind that many offenders came from deprived neighborhoods that are associative with imprisonment, high unemployment, and low education.